Well, YouTubers, I am the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning back into this weather presentation for February 2nd, 2020. In case you didn't know, you can write today's date backwards and it still read the same thing. So, that's pretty cool. But yes, today's Super Bowl Sunday, and why not do a weather video on some winter storms that are potentially coming up for the Midwest and the Eastern United States. And before anybody gets excited, there's probably going to be no snow for the big cities on the I-95 corridor, or if there is, very little. So, but it's certainly possible that the forecast could change. So please like, subscribe, ring the bell notifications, and please watch the whole video. So we're going to basically take a look at some models because there's not much we can do because it's kind of a few days out. So we still got time to watch these storms. But potential winter storm Kade and maybe even Lamont after that. So as we look, let me go ahead of time here. And you can see, you got a little bit, let me actually zoom out one. So you see a little low, weak low, just taking place across Missouri, weak low pressure system, but it will eventually create some little bit of snow and ice hazards. And I could have swore I turned that on. I swore I turned on the pencil there. All right. So you can see we do have some snow and ice developing across the Northeast, but look at Texas. Some really heavy snow and ice there developing west of Dallas-Fort Worth. So that'd be interesting to see if that comes together. And look at that, it does. And with a vengeance, too. Look how heavy that snow and ice is right there. Eastern Texas to Oklahoma. I mean, the low pressure is all the way in southeast Texas, so it's really not out of the question that could possibly happen. Okay, and this could potentially develop into Kade right here. And look at that. Look at all that ice across Pennsylvania. We got snow across New England. And then an even bigger low, that could be Lamont. Right there. So we got a lot of snow and ice coming. And even some more on the back side. So GFS, let's see how much snow we're going to get here. Let's go back into normal mode with the zoom. I just want to zoom in so you guys can see it. And total snowfall, I mean, it's going to be pretty hefty. I mean, we're talking about, at least for the next, let's say like about 6 days, see over a foot of snow from northern Pennsylvania up to Maine, maybe another foot of snow. You got a nice strip of at least a few inches going from Maine to Texas. Okay, and even, I mean, the GFS goes a little bit overboard with this, but they're saying parts of Texas could see a foot of snow. I don't think so. But a few inches is certainly possible across Texas, up through Arkansas, Missouri, through Ohio. And even a little bit of snow getting as far as south as northern Alabama, northern Mississippi. A little stripe there of possible snow and ice accumulation through, or just northwest of Houston. You can tell by the gray shading. Less than an inch, but still, it's snow nonetheless. Yeah, less than an inch. But we do have some barely an inch through northern Alabama, through northern Georgia, through the mountains. So, I mean, it's certainly possible. Totally possible. We could see over an inch of snow. Actually, there we go. So, this is the Canadian model now, the GDPS. Okay, so there's your first little, I hate these car ads. So there's your first little piece of energy. Okay, there's that little storm right there. Maybe some snow, from some very light snow to the northern plains through northern New England. And there's your big storm right here developing through Texas. And again, Texas is going to get hammered according to these two models. And there it is. The Canadian model brings a lot far south, so a lot of sleet and snow for places like Philly, for Baltimore, and maybe some freezing rain for DC. And it might stay freezing rain, who knows? And another low develops and produces some really heavy snow throughout New England. Not so much in mid-Atlantic. So the DC, I mean, not the DC. And there's another storm. That's not part of anything. So we're not going to include that in the snow totals. So the Canadian model is kind of being a little bit more friendly towards the mid-Atlantic. Okay, and as much as I love for that to happen, I'm not saying it's entirely impossible. But you just got to see how it all plays out. And look at the snow totals. I mean, they're calling for close, maybe above 18 inches, 12 to 18 plus for northern New England. And through western Texas, that's where they're keeping those few inches. Not a foot of snow in eastern Texas. They're not calling for that. But quite a few inches, extending from El Paso potentially to Ohio. And then a foot of snow from Pennsylvania to Maine. And maybe a little bit towards the mid-Atlantic possibly. A little bit, potentially. So the European model, matter of fact, that little stripe of snow here gave me some snow here in the mid-Atlantic about maybe a couple hours ago, maybe 2-3 hours ago. Okay, it was like 39 degrees when it was snowing. So I mean, it came down pretty good for a little bit, and then it just stopped. Okay, so it wasn't much, but it was nice to see some snow, especially since parts like a place like Philly has only picked up a third of an inch of snow this season. Okay, look at the European model. They looked at the storm a whole different way. Look, we got some freezing rain, some heavy freezing rain, some ice developing out ahead of the storm. And then that pushes up to New England. Then we got our second storm that doesn't look quite as potent as the other models make it, but the pressures look very low still. Okay, and then that's how we're gonna, 144. So European model might actually be the lightest out of everybody, because sometimes they usually don't get everybody too excited with some heavy snow. So like I said, there you go. So about maybe 6 to 10 inches to northern New England, as opposed to 12 to 18 with the GFS and the Canadian. And they're also going a little bit later, maybe parts of, but they're still calling for snow. Every single model is calling for snow in the Panhandle of Texas, parts of Central Texas. Right in between there, could get a few inches of snow still. So they're all agreeing on that. So let's take a look at what our storm disturbances are now. And we got winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories across the Intermountain West. That's where the storm is. And there's also some, also have a freeze watch and a hard freeze watch across southern Arizona. Maybe temperatures plunging below 32 or at 32 possibly. So this is the snowfall total with the National Weather Service with that little first disturbance. Okay, so this isn't like the whole storm total or anything. But look, Texas-Oklahoma border could pick up 2 to 3 inches. Same thing for Nebraska and Kansas. And maybe like 1 to 3 from Missouri up through New York and Vermont. So just to show real quick where we could all be affected. Let me actually zoom in. Hopefully my camera won't ruin it. No, it won't. So Kade and Lamont potentially. Okay, we're going to have a little first band like this. And then another piece coming from the south that goes like this. So they're going to kind of merge together like that. So in this zone, okay, way northwest in the 95 quarter, watch out potentially for winter storms Kade and Lamont for some snow. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great Super Bowl. And down below, just tweet Chiefs, or not tweet, comment Chiefs or 49ers. I just want to know if you guys think are going to win the Super Bowl. Me, I kind of think the 49ers, but I kind of want the Chiefs to win since they haven't won a really Super Bowl before. So it'll be nice to see Andy Reid take the Chiefs to a victory. But thank you for watching this video for today. I'm the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time. Thank you for watching.